Oof, I need to get myself together today. I said I feel like it's been a long couple weeks, y'all. It's been a long couple weeks. I went out and I shot pool a little bit last night. Not for a whole lot. I mean, it was really busy at the place last night. But, I went out and got some time in nonetheless. So I'm always happy when I get some table time in. Like, I like the shoot pool. Like I said, it's like one of my favorite things to do. And I like having new people to shoot against because that's what helps make me better. So, good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen like the live. We're live on YouTube. We're also live on TikTok. I've been doing on both lately, kind of rocking with both. I think what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to take my battle requests. Like, whenever battle requests come through, I'm going to do trivia today on battles because I'm like, I get so like I don't know. I don't like to do the battles, right? Because here's my impression of the battles. Like, open your camera, sweetie. My camera is open. It's hey Jelly, how are you? But so what I don't like about the battles. Let me explain. Okay, so you go into a battle, and normally when I go into a battle, I will go into meet people. Right? Hey, how are you? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sally, honey. I appreciate you. But like, hey, how are you? How's your day? How long have you been streaming? Da da da. Oh, Jelly, you're wonderful, honey. I appreciate you. And the other person's like, you want to battle? And you're like, yeah, we can battle. Like that's okay. And then what you get is somebody that's really not wanting to talk to you. They're just kind of there because they're hoping that maybe somebody knows you and they don't like you, so they're gonna gift against you. Like, I don't know. To me, it's not content. To me, it's not. I was gonna say, Jelly, I've been having like, ugh, God, like, the last couple weeks have been pretty rough for me, but I'm working my way through it. I'm gonna. I'm okay. Okay. Hey, gang, what's happening? What makes me feel better, guys, is when everybody taps the screen all at the same time, when everybody comments, like all that stuff. Let's see if we can't get me up and trending today. So I said I've talked about this on here. It's been something I've been pretty open about. It's not like it's a secret. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm keeping it to myself. Because I want people to see like my journey with it, right? So I said I worked 11 hours. Oh God, like, hey, are you from the gutters? Yeah, that's exactly where I'm from. Are you from the gutters? Yeah, I read it. I read it the first time. Yeah, definitely. I live here with your mother. Yeah. So but so I said I found out like a couple weeks ago. Hi, beautiful. How's you? Hi, Paul. How are you? So I found out like a couple weeks ago I have cancer, which is stupid. Stupid. Like stupid. Of all things, melanoma. Like, so that's kind of been my last couple weeks that I've had. Hello, Amir. How are you? Hi, cool. So what's going on? Welcome through, guys. So we are live on TikTok. We're also live on YouTube. So if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you it's just the other chat. But so we're dealing with it. We're dealing with it. I have to go. I went down for my appointment down John Hopkins. Cancer testing. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like, not bad, thanks. And oh no, I trust me, Paul, when I tell you I could give a fuck less. Sit down. I mean, I am sitting. Yeah, the trolls like literally do not bother me in the least. Like you gotta have thick skin to do this, and the last thing the trolls do is bother me, especially like with all this. Like the last thing I'm gonna worry about is a fucking troll. Like, but so I went down to John Hopkins. I had my initial meeting. They're gonna go in and they're going to have mutated cancer, so I have to get my test every. Yeah, and that's with me. This is gonna have to fair play. You tell them, but so like. It's a lot. It's been a lot, y'all. I started feeling like I've always had a birthmark on my neck, like and I started feeling over the last year. I'm like, well, that's weird. It's kind of changing, and it looked like it was getting bigger, but it's in a weird spot. Like I can't really see it. You know what I mean? Like, do you shower? No, never. I bathe in the tears of my enemies, but so then I ended up going, and they were like, well, it's melanoma. Da, 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 da. When they took it off, so I have a big, huge scar on my neck right now, but I would rather have, like, she looks homeless and mental right as I sit in the house. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. But so and so now what we do is they go in and they're gonna do a biopsy of my lymph node because they want to make sure. Normally with melanoma, not a big deal. They get it off. Hey, it's done. With this, because it's over a lymph node, they want to make sure that it didn't spread into my lymph nodes. Hold on, why is this not working? Oh yeah, my charger does not want to work for some reason. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I have to go get a whole bunch of scans, and they're going to do the biopsy to see if it, hello, what's going on? Neo, how are you? But, so that's where we're at right now. Hopefully, if the next test comes back and it's negative, cool, that means I have to go once every 6 months or a year just to, get those tests to make sure I'm still on the up and up. But if it doesn't, that's when we would talk about like radiation and chemotherapy and all that other stuff. And I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. So I started like, because now I'm like all worried. I'm like, well, I have to work in order to pay my bills. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm like starting to look into cancer charities because I'm like, if worse comes to worse, I am here. What's happening? Like, how am I going to keep my house? How am I going to da da da? Like, I try really hard not to be like a person that worries about shit, but that's just how I am. I don't know. I think it's being female. Like, makes our brains like move like 8 miles a minute. Like, guys can have one thought in their head. Women are like, well, what happened to this? What about that over there? What happened here? So that's how my last couple of weeks has gone. So it's been a rough few weeks. But you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay. And I don't, I've informed people of what's going on with me just so they know. But like, I literally, the last thing I want is people to feel bad for me. Like, just straight up, just like, that's like literally the last thing that I want. Like, with the last thing, nice, okay. But like, that's like the last thing I want is for people to feel bad for me for it. Like, I'm pretty tough. I'm very, very stubborn. Hi Jackie, what's going on? And like, if it thinks it's gonna stop me, it's got a fight on its way. You know what I mean? I'm just more worried about like financially. If I miss more work, then like, I gotta keep my house. So I'm gonna start looking into charities to see if they can kind of like. I'm not the type of person that would ever put up a GoFundMe. This is just me worrying. You know what I mean? So I'm not ready to that point yet. Hey Dana, good morning, honey. I'm not. But this is just. You look like 70. Awesome. Cool. Don't look bad. And I said, I've been doing YouTube for like a few months now. I'll tell you what, Jelly, I like YouTube. Well, I like TikTok, right? I really like YouTube because the numbers are great. But that is the big thing that I've noticed is it's lots of kids. Yeah, they're not even like trolls. They're not even good trolls. It's kids. It's kids. Like, you know how like on Meet Me would get like a troll, but he'd be kind of clever, and you're like, well, I gotta give you credit for that one. At least he's funny. You know what I mean? These ones are just bad. Like they're bad. Like it's got to be like somebody's kid. Like if you go on at like 4 p.m., like say my time when kids start getting out of school. But why so big bigs? Yeah, see, your English ain't even working, man. But like the trolls are just so bad. Like and then I feel bad because you know me, I can handle my own when it comes to a troll. I feel bad talking shit back to them, so I don't talk shit back to them because I feel like it's somebody's kid. You know what I mean? Like the trolls, they're just bad. Like it's bad. Like, but it's literally the only site like where I really get trolls at is on YouTube. Like I really don't get them anywhere else. I never really have because like most people generally like me. But it's like the stupidest shit. And then what cracks me up too is you get the trolls that are really hardcore about being a troll. I can see in your eyes that you're super strong gorilla grip down there. I mean, you're not wrong. But so like but like you'll get the trolls because they have like shorts up there, right? So people can see who's on and like go in and like say whatever. And you'll find that there are trolls that don't realize they've been in there yesterday, so they'll come through. Hi, what's going on, Cole? How are you? They'll come through and they'll say the same thing, and you're like, dude, you were in here yesterday and said that. Dude, you were in here the day before that saying it too. Like, dude, you were saying, like, I just don't get it. Like, if I found out that one of my kids was doing that, I'd be like, well, guess we got time for another job, huh? Like, I would be like, I would honestly, as a mother, be embarrassed if I found out that one of my kids was being a troll. I would be embarrassed, like, straight up. Like, do you need money for your flu medication? Well, I don't have the flu. Yeah, hello, May. How are you? Hi, Cole. Guys, welcome through. If you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. At least I'll meet me that was like worth putting up a fight for. Anymore, I'm just like, it's somebody's kid. It's somebody's kid. Like on YouTube, you can put on 18 plus, which is what I have. But you know how it is. All they have to do is go and like change it to where they're 25 plus. Like they change their birthday, and then so it's like weird to me too because I'll get people and they're like, I'm 14 years old, and I'm like, yeah, you're in the wrong room, buddy. Like, listen, I really don't feel like I need to be friends with anybody that's 14 years old. I don't. Like, I'm sorry. No, like, you can be great. Be great. Like, be great. You know what I mean? But so I said, I'm working on, like, I'm looking at some charities now just because I'm worried. It's not to a point where I'm like, I'm destitute. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get back and forth to appointments because I said I don't drive anymore because of my epilepsy. They want me to go all the way to John Hopkins for my treatment. So I'm like, well, how the fuck, like, she on the methadone? Okay. But you know what I mean? So it's like but just going back and forth is gonna be a lot. And I'm like, I don't know why they can't do my scans up here. I don't know why. Like I keep trying to talk to the doctor's office, be like, hey, can you send it through? But they want me to do everything at the hospital. It's like I get it. It's the leading like cause, like it's the leading cancer for lymphatic cancer hospital in the country. But can I do some scans up here? And just so I said, I've just been dealing with like a lot of stupid health shit, and it's bad, and it's stupid, and but I'll be fine. I'm pretty tough. I just the way that my brain works is I worry. Like that's what I do. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I appreciate you. And like I said, the last thing I would ever want is for anybody to feel sorry for me. Like I in this lifetime, there are two types of people. There are victims and there are survivors, and I will forever be a survivor. I will never be a victim. That is like the last thing that I would ever want is somebody to be a victim. And then I've seen so many people, like, I would never do, like, I used to do charity stuff, like, online. I used to love to do charity stuff because it was, like, a way to, like, bring the community together as a whole. Like, hey, this week we're doing diabetes. Okay, well, how are you doing? I'm doing good, Blythe. How are you? Oh, okay, but it was just more, I don't know, like goodwill, like you know what I mean? Like it was good because it was like gets people like getting coming together and working as one and all that stuff. But I was always very quick to be like, listen, here is my receipt. Here, da da da. I'm like I would have people come to me and they'd be like, hey, can you do a thing for my brother's cousin's uncle's mom whose house burned down? And I'd be like, nah, dude. Like, it's nothing personal. It's not that I don't want to. It's not that I don't feel bad that it happened. But like, I don't know this person. This isn't somebody like I'm not getting wrapped up in some shit because somebody didn't get the money that was put, you know what I mean, like just stuff like that. Like if I did like my charity stuff, I made sure that people could go on the charity's website, they could look up the receipt number, they could see my name sitting right next to it, and I never had an issue with it. Like I never had a but I do miss doing that stuff because I said I don't know, I like being able to bring us together as one and kind of find a way to do things good for the world. Like, I don't know. Like, it made me feel good. But there's so many freaking people out there that are like scammers right now. I was gonna say, Jelly, there's a girl from Meet Me, and she's like going through it bad right now. Like, she's going through it's probably the worst I think I've ever seen online as far as being like people like bullying. Like, people are mad at her. And like that's the last thing I would ever want. Like I've every single penny I've ever collected in for whatever charity. Because I said I still get letters from faithful friends. I still get letters from the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, because I said once upon a time that was like on Thursdays, I'd say, okay, well, let's pick a different charity, and anything that I make, and then I would show the math, I would show the receipt, I would make sure like I had all my like T's crossed, all my I's dotted, just because it was something that I like to do. It was something that made me feel like, you know, I don't know. It was something that made me feel like we were all working together as one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I said, guys, we're doing the weird news today. I'm gonna see if I get I don't know, I might do like some I Tanya, it's gonna but like I don't know. So I said it's a lot's been going on, guys. Like a lot's been going on. And I know that there's like charities, like I know that there's like cancer charities and whatnot. I'm just worried about like, I don't know. Like I said, the big thing is getting back and forth to it because it's like, it's not exactly close. Like, it's not exactly close. So I'm going to look and see what I can find as far as like transit type stuff back and forth to appointments. But this was definitely not, a spot in my life that I was ready for. This is definitely not a spot in my life that I was like ready to go on. Like I just wasn't. And so that's what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the type of person you will never ever ever see me set up like a GoFundMe. It'll never happen. I would rather be destitute. I would rather sell body parts on the street before coming on and asking for charity. Like that's I don't understand how some people are like, "Oh guys, I need help paying my phone bill." And they're all about it. Like I just it wouldn't like it just I don't know. That's not me. That's definitely not me at all. Like I've never have been. I'm just not like I don't know. I'm not like I can't imagine being like that. And you see some people that really like they don't care. Like they got no shame. They got no nothing. Oh, Tanya, you're awesome. Let me put a follow back on you. But like some people got like, oh Tanya, you're wonderful, honey. Thank you. Let me put a follow back on you. But like some people are relentless with it. Like I'll see people right. Like so, I said I took last week off of work, right? Just because I said it was a lot for me to process. Like you find out you have cancer, that's like totally a big thing. And so I was sitting there and I'm scrolling TikTok. Like I'm doom scrolling TikTok. I literally took a week and wasted it and just fuck it. Like it doesn't matter, right? And I'm scrolling and every single battle is come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 20s, 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 20s. I don't even know what most of this stuff means. Like when I do battles, I'll do battles to kind of meet people. And as soon as you go into battle, people are like, so you want to battle? Sure, we can do that. That's yeah, by all means, like let's do that. Okay, come on, guys. And then a lot of times people will say, well, here I'm gonna mute you because I want to talk to my chat. And it's like some comments on the side were filtered, dun dun dun. Somebody's got a potty mouth, but it's like, oh, okay, so you're really like, you get more gorgeous every day. Oh, well, that's awesome. I appreciate you, Florida. But like you know that they're just there to like get diamonds out of people. Like I'll go live like and play like I like to play some games. Me too, honey. Yeah, like I like to play some games. I like to, your body. You have tattoos. Can you? I have tattoos everywhere. I think it'd be harder finding a spot in my body where there weren't tattoos. But so I said I try. Like I just wanna. And I'm willing to be open about everything that's going on with me as far as with like medically because I'm sure I'm not the only person out there that's going through it. So I'm 45 years old. I'm not ready to give up. Like when I tell you like why am I getting a restriction? Regulated goods and services. Why was I got a restriction? What regulated goods? It's a regulated goods and services. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's reset. Give me 1 second. We're going to reset. And but like, what goods and services was I selling? Okay, all right, guys, give me a minute. I'll be right back, y'all.